What's up, guys? It's Coach David with KaiZenStrengthWeb. I want to first say thank you guys for being here today because you took time out of your day to find out more about how to develop a greater quality of life with my programming. And so I don't want to waste your time, but I am going to share with you guys a program that's completely transformed my life, and it's transformed hundreds of other men and women's lives around the world. And so without further ado, we're going to dive right into the training. Today, guys, I'm going to teach you all how to develop raw human strength. I'm going to teach you guys how to shed body weight, body fat, fast. Like, these are 3 tactical secrets that personal trainers around the world are not going to share with you. My bold promise to you today is I'm going to teach you how to increase your strength by up to 15% and to drop as much as 15 pounds in the first 30 days, and less in many cases. Now, I know this is a bold promise, but I'm a man of my word, and I'm going to keep that promise. So just stay focused, stay tuned, because if you make it to the end of this training video, I'm going to gift you with the free 30-day tactical strength blueprint, which includes warm-ups, strength, and post-workout recovery. It's the exact program that my students use and they pay for. That's a $388 value. That's yours absolutely free today, guys. Now, for the first 10 men who reach out to me after this video, I'm going to gift you with a free 30-minute coaching call. Now, in that coaching call, we're going to design a specific program for you. We're going to go over your goals. We're going to go over, your time frame for these goals. We're going to set up a daily routine for you to accomplish these goals. We're also going to discuss your lifestyle, your eating habits, your medical history, your time schedule, so that when we figure out what's going on in your life, we can then set up an action plan, a day-to-day, step-by-step process to help you to follow, and to help you to start achieving results immediately, guys. That's a $200 value, and it's yours absolutely free today. So the only thing that I ask in return, guys, is that there are no distractions during this video training. I want you to turn off your phone. I want you to turn off your Facebook, turn off IG, YouTube, Instagram, turn off your chat, guys. You might want to get up and tell your family and your kids, your friends, not to interrupt for the next 20 to 30 minutes because you have something very, very important to learn. You might want to get up and close your door. Please don't waste your time, guys. Because look, you took time out of your day to be here. So let's get all the distractions out of the way right now. So you don't only get 50% of this content, you get all of this content that I'm going to train you in today. Now, just so you know who I am, David Saldivar. To the left, that's my beautiful wife and I. We were getting ready for our big moment. And to the right, that's our expanded family, my awesome son, my handsome son, Kai, our beautiful pet, Emma. To the bottom there, that's just me chasing my boy down, going for a stroll. That's Indianapolis, Indiana. I was actually born and raised in Indiana. And to the right there, that's us in Hawaii. We were in Maui at the time, visiting. And actually, that's where we reside right now. We couldn't stay away. To the top there, that's just me. Another passion of mine. I love martial arts, and I love building communities and helping improve the lives of people around the world, as well as in my community. So that's me, and a couple of my world championship medals, my black belt, 4th degree black belt certificate. Good times. So again, guys, this is just a short overview of who I am and what got me obsessed with learning about how to heal the body from injury and how to improve my tactical strength and manage pain associated with injury or poor body mechanics. And it actually started about 20 years ago. Again, as an active martial artist, I went into a class, went for a sparring match, and I didn't warm up properly. I mean, I was young and, I thought I was invincible. So I went for a high kick and immediately I felt this jolt in my hamstring. And it turns out that I had tore my hamstring, and it was a pretty significant tear. Couldn't walk for, months. I was out of commission, and obviously I was left completely frustrated with being young. Didn't think this could happen to me, but it did. And then it was interesting because how this then rolled into my next injury, literally a back-to-back injury, torn hamstring, and then a torn rotator cuff injury. About 2 months after the injury, 3 months after the injury, I was trying to heal. A group of my friends and I, we decided we were going to travel abroad, and we went to Europe. And my friend said, "Keep it light." And I thought I needed everything, and it's my first adventure, and I took everything that I thought I needed, and that was me on the left-hand side. I had overpacked, and significantly greater than the rest of the group. We're about a week and a half in, and as you can imagine, overloaded, compensating because of my limp due to my hamstring tear. About a week and a half in, I placed my bag down, and next thing I know, I had a tear in my shoulder. And so, obviously, this left me frustrated as hell. Hamstring tear, shoulder tear, back to back. I'm 19, 20 years old. Thought I was on top of the world, but this really set reality in for me. I realized that proper training, functional, positioning and posture is very, very important, regardless of your age. And, well, once an injury takes place, it's always going to be there. And so I knew that at this point that I had to do something. I had to figure a way out to manage my pain so that I can live a great quality of life moving forward. And so I can still enjoy activities with my family and my friends. And so from that point forward, I just became obsessed. I became obsessed with trying to understand how can I improve the quality of my shoulder mechanics now? How can I restore the fascial tissues in my shoulder to make sure that I can still gain strength? I can still, again, become active and travel and just live a great quality of life moving forward. And so I spent, thousands of dollars on personal trainers, physical therapy, constant, certifications to teach myself to better understand how to, again, manage this pain. And so after working with personal trainers and PTs, I realized that we can self-manage and rehabilitate, ourselves with the right approach. And I've been able to lose weight, build tactical strength in the meanwhile. And I've had so much success helping other people as well. Multiple certifications have helped me to better understand the anatomy, human mechanics, soft tissue management, building strength around injuries. And again, I've helped thousands of people in my life over the last 20 years achieve the same results. And this is Ray Kramer. As you can see, amazing results, guys. Just 4 months in, 265 pounds is where he started. 238 pounds only 4 months later. A significant amount in strength gains. This man has achieved a lot, and he put his heart and his soul into this. Now, he's a finance manager, Ray, and he was living a pretty immobile lifestyle. He's a finance manager, and so he finds himself sitting down, conferences, phone calls, 8-10 hours out of the day, and so he needed something to help restore his functional movement and just give him more strength and quality of life, because he found himself obviously gaining weight and feeling poor in his health. And so he had some amazing results, and he was an honor to work with. Now, the next guy is Mark Figley, another one of my favorites. He's a disabled vet, and he had come to me and told me that, his back injury, and while he was in active duty, doctors told him that he needs to have surgery and he shouldn't lift weights and all this jazz, and he just knew there was a better way. And so he took it upon himself to come to me. We talked about the program, what we could offer, how I could work around his injuries, and the man's become an ox. At 56 years old, he's lifting heavier weight, stronger than ever, great physique, and he's just been an awesome, a student, a member to work with, and it was an honor. So he's doing great, and again, if you can resonate with any of these guys, it just shows you that you can improve your strength. You can improve the quality of life and work around your injuries and achieve great results. A couple other men I've worked with in the past, guys, as you can see, the results speak for themselves. You got Tom over here, the far right, started off. He wasn't really overweight at all, actually, but he gains a significant amount of strength and physique and muscle definition over the period he worked with me. And down here at the bottom right, Scott. Now, he was 12 weeks in. As you can see, significant amount of belly fat. He's sucking it in a little bit here, but, he did lose a lot of weight. And then you got this guy right here, Phil, completely transformed his life. He was not active, sedentary lifestyle, and he had dropped 100 pounds in the first year he was with us. Turned all this fat into muscle. And again, another honor to work with this man here. So, guys, sometimes it does seem too real. Like, why can't we have guys, and sometimes it is too real, right? Like, why can't we eat the foods that we love and still get the results that we're looking for? Like, why can't we only spend 30, 45 minutes in the gym 3-4 days a week or at home, and develop strength and the physique and the quality of life that we're looking for? We don't have to have the same life as others. You look around, you see your family, your friends, your coworkers struggling with the same, things you're dealing with: overweight, poor quality of life, lack of strength, muscle definition, physique is just not, it's not what they want. And you see everyone around, and perhaps yourself, you think to yourself, like, well, I guess these are the cards that I was dealt, and I'm just going to have to deal with it. And well, the truth is, guys, you can have it all. You can have it all. You can spend 30, 45 minutes in the gym 3-4 days a week and get the results you're looking for. You can eat the food you love and get the results you're looking for. Now, this is a bit of a personal story, and this is my father and mother here on the right-hand side, and as well as on the left-hand side. Now, if you look at my father standing in his postured position, you can tell he's very uncomfortable. You can see in his facial expression, he's in pain, he's uncomfortable. And my father actually had made some poor choices in his life with nutrition and using statin drugs to relieve pain and smoking habits, and it left him later in life struggling with this thing called hardening of the arteries, and which typically happens due to a deprivation of oxygen, and that was due to the smoking. Clogged arteries, and he had to deal with quite a lot. He actually had a surgery on his main artery, his aorta, and it actually ruptured one evening during a surgery, post-surgery, and he almost bled to death. And it was at that moment that he and I made a promise to each other that we're going to change our life and our habits, and we did. And you can see over here on the right hand side, he's improved his quality of life, and it's a long journey. It's going to be a lifelong journey, but it has improved, and it's a constant effort on a day-to-day basis. But it shows that you can manage and maintain your injuries and your pain and your deficiencies, and again, improve the overall quality of life if you just maintain your consistency and follow a good structured program, guys. And so, guys, it doesn't have to be that way. Before it's too late, you got to make a decision, though. You got to get started. You got to just implement the things I'm going to teach you today to start living a greater quality life and start to reverse the onset of these deficiencies that poor nutrition, poor habits inevitably will create. Today, guys, you're going to learn why people can't stay on track with their goals. I'm going to give you a daily simple action plan that you can follow or model. I'm also going to teach you guys 3 tactical secrets to improve your lifestyle today. If you just implement the program that I'm going to give you right now, I'm going to train you in right now, you will see measurable results immediately. And as a bonus gift, you're going to get a free 30-day tactical strength and body transformation program. Now, the main reason why people fail is because they don't have a clear-cut plan to follow. But also because we aren't paying enough attention to our environment, like our life wheel. A life wheel, guys, is a daily checklist, just like a checklist to your car, your engine. To your health, your mental, your physical, and spiritual needs. And for example, if your physical needs are, your nutrition, you have digestive health and nutritional needs. Well, you put that in your life wheel, and that's a daily focus. Like, what can you do and check off on a day-to-day basis to ensure that you did, attempt to improve your digestive and health and nutritional needs. Did you take your probiotics? Did you drink your water? Did you consume your vegetables? Did you condense your eating window to 8 hours a day and your fasting period for 16 hours a day to allow your body to digest the foods in your body and get rid of the toxins and impurities? Like those kinds of things. If you have a checklist, a daily checklist off your, or a life wheel, then you have something to look at to check off on a daily basis to help you manage your lifestyle and your quality of life. And ultimately, guys, your well-being is going to be significantly greater. Okay? So go ahead and take a Photoshop of that, expand it. So here are the 3 tactical secrets, guys. Number 1, we're going to go over how to properly fuel your machine. I'm going to give you a macros calculator so you can plug in your goals. And once you plug those in, it's going to give you the carbs, proteins, and fats that you need on a day-to-day basis to start optimally fueling your body, improving your metabolism, to burn fat, and to fuel your machine so you can work out more efficiently and get the results you're looking for. You're also going to get a shopping list in your email that you can use and coordinate with the macros calculator. Tactic number 2, you're going to learn how to properly lift. I'm going to give you proper lifting mechanics to eliminate injury and improve your speed and reaction. I'm also going to teach you guys how to align your spine and to execute movements more efficiently. Tactic number 3, I'm going to teach you how to spike your metabolism for rapid fat loss and quick recovery, guys. Okay? And again, don't forget, as an additional bonus, for the first 10 men to respond to me or to reach out to me after this video training, you're going to receive a free 30-minute action plan call. Now, the macros calculator, here's how it works. What you're going to do, once you receive this in your email, you're going to put in your desired goal. Say you want to be 200 pounds. And you're going to put in your activity level. Now, the activity level will be based upon your activity level. So if you're not training, you're just using the meal plan, then you're just going to put an 11 here. If you're doing 2 to 3 cardio sessions a week, like 20, 30-minute cardio sessions, you're running, jogging, you put 13, you put 12 here. If you're working 3 to 4 days a week, and let's say you're lifting lightly 3 to 4 days a week, then you'll go ahead and put a 14 here. Actually, that's moderate to heavy, 3 to 4 days a week. And then 15 is like you're lifting heavy on a day-to-day basis, 2 times a day, 4 to 5 days a week. That's elite level. So we're all going to be at about 13 if you're doing the program. So if you're, again, following my strength program, you're going to be at about 13. So you can put 13 in there. What that does, it breaks down your proteins, your carbs, and your fats on a day-to-day basis. So total calories for someone who's trying to achieve 200 pounds, 2,600 calories. Okay? Pretty simple stuff. Again, you'll find that in your email, guys. Here is your shopping list. These are your approved carbohydrates. Again, this will be in your email. Your approved proteins, your approved fats. It's obviously a bit more elaborate than this. So in your email, the shopping list there will be more carbohydrates, more proteins, and more fats to choose from. But just go ahead and look at that. And and use that to coordinate with your macros calculator. And then you have your, what you do is you'll take your, you'll download the MyFitnessPal app, and you'll just plug in your goals, okay? Plug in your stats, your goals, and it'll break down everything for you. Cool? So tactic number 2, primacy of motor control. This is pretty important, guys, for spinal health at least. Basically, you have 3 pivotal points. You have the cervical spine, the base of the base of the cervical spine. You have the base of the thoracic spine, the base of the lumbar spine. Now, again, these are the 3 pivotal points that when you're reaching, turning, twisting, and grabbing things, these are most vulnerable points in the spine, and points of the spine that most injuries take place. And so understanding a brace neutral, meaning trying to brace the muscles that engage around those areas to support spine, will eliminate compromising the proper function of the spine to eliminate injury, which is very, very important. So let me explain a little deeper. If you look at your spine, you see the vertebrae here. There's a nice gap in between each vertebrae. Now, once you twist, you turn, you lean, essentially what happens if you haven't braced your core or braced neutral trying to support the vertebrae, then essentially you'll see the gaps between these vertebrae lessen. And then once you load after twisting and torquing, that's when you'll see injuries, pinching of the nerves and smashing of the discs take place. So bracing neutral is very, very important for lifting loads and exercise. Even when you're just picking up your keys, groceries, understanding the concept of engaging the glutes, engaging the core, engaging the shoulder complex, keeping the ribs down. And I know it's a mouthful, guys, but understanding this concept of a general brace neutral will eliminate a lot of the pain and future injuries from taking place, okay? This is a basic kettlebell swing. If you'll notice, again, a nice brace neutral position will maintain a nice aligned spine, okay? Anytime you break this position, you're compromising the health of your spine. And so we'll teach you, of course, how to hinge properly, how to engage the hamstrings properly. With the brace neutral spine, you'll activate the proper muscles that we're focused on improving the strength of to overall develop functional strength, muscular balance for a greater quality of life. So again, the kettlebell swing is one of my favorite moves, and you guys will all master this in the training program. Okay, guys, so tactical secret number 3. Well, you need to superset your exercises, guys. You need to focus on compound lifts. You need to focus on performing interval training and proper recovery. Let me explain. A superset is pairing 2 exercises back to back with no rest in between. You'll rest, however, for 30 to 60 seconds in between sets. So for example, if you're doing a goblet squat, 5 reps, followed by a shoulder press of 5 reps, you do 5 and 5 back to back, and then you rest for about 60 seconds after that set. Okay? Now guys, with this integrated system, the cardiovascular benefits are phenomenal. The psychological benefits of improved mood, lessened depressive symptoms, more energy, and a greater quality of life. The cardiometabolic benefits of improved insulin sensitivity. You're going to reduce the risk of the metabolic syndrome and type 2 diabetes. Reduced all-cause and cardiovascular mortality, guys, like sexual as well. Improved sexual function. You're going to reduce the lower urinary tract symptoms. Your physical benefits: increased muscle mass, decreased overall body fat mass, decreased visceral fat mass, which is belly fat, increased bone mineral density. Guys, blood, reduced anemia. Now look, if this does not encourage you guys to get started immediately to start improving your health, then I don't know what is, guys. Real quick, if you don't know what a compound lift is, let me explain. It's basically 2 or more muscle groups used at once. It spans across 2 main joints. For example, floor presses. single leg deadlifts, goblet squats, Russian twists, Turkish get-ups, pull presses, tactical lunges, kettlebell swings, renegade rows, all of those guys. Now, for the most optimal metabolic boosting workout, you want to compound with supersets. This is important too. Which essentially is interval training, guys. Alternating periods of intense, all-out bursts of exercise with periods of lower intensity exercise. Now, when I say that, we increase our level of intensity over time. So we'll start off with bursts of lower intensity exercises and increase to higher intensity exercises. It all depends on your activity level. And when I program for you, the program is designed for your specific needs. And so we'll start easy and slowly execute more intensity over time as we see fit. Now, intervals are anywhere between 10, 20, and 30 seconds of intensity. Okay. Proper recovery is vital. We want to set time under workload. When we're doing, soft tissue management, shoulder mobility management, foam rolling, those kinds of things, we have to focus on specific areas of importance as well. And we need to make sure we have the right tools to accomplish what we're trying to look for, to rehab, shoulder injuries, or to redevelop, function in the hips and the knees and the, in the lower back, etc. Okay, so time under workload is basically spending 2 minutes on any given muscle or tissue that requires tissue management or lactic acid release. Example would be quadriceps after squats or rotator cuff after a shoulder strength regimen. For example, if you're doing a shoulder rotator cuff recovery, then we'll be focusing on the the muscles here, the posterior of the shoulder. You got your infraspinatus, teres major, minor, all these small muscles here. Just kind of working in the small tissues of those areas is going to be key to restoring mobility and improving recovery. Okay. So what you're going to need, guys, for general recovery on a day-to-day basis is a foam roller. About 36 inches is best, which will cover the entire spine, and a lacrosse ball. 2 of them is actually best. So, all right, you can go to Amazon. They've got a couple, quite a few choices there, of course. So, guys, that's it. I want to say thanks for taking the time out of your day today. I hope this has helped you. And again, in your email, you're going to receive a free tactical strength blueprint for staying till the end. You're going to receive a meal plan calculator, a shopping list, everything you need to get started. So don't wait. Don't hesitate, guys. Time waits for nobody. I want to thank you guys for your time. Make sure you join our Facebook group to ask any questions, to contact me in the group. I can't wait to see you guys on the other side. Have a good evening, guys.